You're born blind. Not cute blind. Not harmless baby animal blind. You're born useless. No fur, no balance, no clue what gravity even is. You're wedged into a nest that feels less like a home and more like a loosely assembled pile of sticks, leaves, plastic wrappers, insulation fibers, and whatever garbage your mother could steal without getting killed. It creaks when the wind moves. It sways when birds land nearby. And it sits high enough above the ground that falling isn't an oops. It's death. Your mother leaves almost immediately, not because she's cruel, but because staying would be worse. Everything eats squirrels, hawks, snakes, cats, dogs, foxes, even other squirrels. The longer she stays, the more likely someone notices movement and decides today is a good day for protein. So you're alone, screaming, blind, helpless. If the nest collapses, you die. If rain hits too hard, you might die. If your sibling shoves you slightly too hard while twitching in its sleep, you die. Welcome to life. You don't grow up in a family. You grow up in a temporary alliance. Your siblings aren't friends. They're competitors. Same food, same mother, same limited resources. And if one of you doesn't make it, that's not tragedy, it's efficiency. Male squirrels are especially ruthless. If a male realizes he didn't father you, there's a decent chance he'll kill you. Not out of anger, not out of hunger, out of math. Fewer babies means more food, faster reproduction, better odds for his genes. Nature doesn't care about morality, only outcomes. And your mother? She's not sticking around long term. There's no mentorship arc here, no lessons, no guidance. She feeds you when she can, disappears when she must, and eventually leaves for good. Because squirrels don't raise families. They escape childhood. Eventually, your eyes open. Bad move. Now you can see the drop. The ground is far, too far, and it's filled with death. The nest suddenly feels less like protection and more like a ticking timer. Because now you're expected to move, to climb, to balance. You practice by gripping bark with claws that barely work yet. You wobble, you slip. Every muscle screams. Gravity is not forgiving. Squirrels don't get second chances. Miss once and that's it. You learn fast. Fear is a better teacher than comfort. Your first jump is short, it's clumsy, it barely counts. But you survive it. That's the thing about squirrel life. Survival isn't winning. It's not losing today. You jump again and again. Each time rewiring your brain to calculate distances in fractions of a second. Branch thickness, wind movement, tree flexibility. Your brain becomes a physics engine because if it isn't, you splatter. And even when you succeed, you're still not safe because now you're visible. Hawks don't need luck, they need patience. Cats don't need speed, they need timing. Snakes don't need eyes, they need vibration. And you? You're loud. Your claws scrape bark. Leaves rustle when you move. Your heart pounds so hard it feels like it might give you away. You freeze constantly. Not because you're calm, but because motion gets you killed. Squirrels evolve paranoia because paranoia works. Relaxed squirrels don't make it. Here's the cruel joke. You spend your life hiding food, and you forget most of it. Your brain is optimized for escape, not memory. You bury acorns everywhere, hundreds of them. You think you're planning ahead, you're not. Most of that food is lost, stolen, forgotten, dug up by other squirrels watching you fake bury acorns to trick them. Yes, fake burying. You lie for survival and still lose. Winter doesn't care that you tried. Predators are obvious, parasites aren't. Spot flies lay eggs under your skin. They hatch into maggots that eat you alive, draining fluids, weakening you slowly. You don't scream, you don't fight, you just decline. Might strip your fur, bald patches spread, you itch until skin breaks. Infection follows. Cold kills you faster now. Fleas ride you like public transport. Some carry diseases humans wiped out generations ago, but you're still a reservoir. You don't get medicine. You don't get treatment. You get thinner, slower. You learn something strange. Silence feels dangerous. Busy roads feel safer. The constant noise masks predators. So you hang out near roads. You cross them. You forage near them. And cars erase you. More squirrels die this way than almost any other cause. Not because they're stupid, but because evolution trained them wrong for asphalt. You don't understand speed, or brakes, or lanes. You understand trees, and the road doesn't care. Salt is life. Salt is rare in nature. When you find it, your brain lights up. Road salt, human trash, urine-soaked concrete. Your instincts don't know the difference. You lick it too much. It damages you slowly. But you can't stop. Because instinct beats intelligence every time. You don't ruin yourself on purpose. You're an adult now. At least that's what your body says. You're bigger. Your tail is full. Your muscles finally do what you ask them to. From the outside, you look like you made it. From the inside, you're exhausted. Because adulthood doesn't mean safety. It just means as new ways to die. You still wake up every day assuming something wants to kill you. Because something does. Hawks still circle. Cats still wait. Cars still don't slow down. The difference now is that you're expected to handle it without mistakes. And mistakes are harder to avoid. Your brain never shuts off. Every sound gets processed. Every shadow gets evaluated. Every pause is a calculation. You don't stroll. You don't wander. You move with purpose or not at all. Even eating isn't relaxing. You grab food fast, head twitching constantly, eyes darting in all directions. You don't enjoy meals. You survive them. And now there's competition. Other adult squirrels push into your space. They don't announce it. They don't negotiate. They just start taking what you need. Food disappears faster. Nest spots become harder to defend. Every interaction feels like a test you didn't sign up for. Squirrel fights aren't epic. They're chaotic bursts of panic. Teeth, claws, shrieks. Over something as stupid as a patch of ground or a half-buried nut. No one wins. One of you just leaves more injured than before, and injuries don't heal cleanly out here. You try to claim space. Every squirrel does. You find a good area, trees you know, routes you've memorized, escape paths you trust. You patrol it constantly, marking it, defending it, memorizing every branch and jump. And it still isn't yours. Because squirrels don't really own territory. They borrow it until something stronger, faster, or luckier shows up. A younger squirrel pushes in, hungrier, more reckless, less afraid. You chase it off once, twice, maybe even 3 times, but it keeps coming back. And each time the chase takes a little more out of you, your lungs burn longer, your heart pounds harder, your legs don't recover as fast. You start avoiding fights you would have taken before. That's when other squirrels notice. Weakness spreads faster than disease. Mating season doesn't feel special. It feels frantic. Suddenly, everything is louder. Squirrels chase each other through trees at full speed. Bodies colliding, branches shaking. There's no pairing off. No choosing. Just chaos. Multiple males pursue the same female. No one coordinates. Everyone pushes harder than their body wants to. Falls happen, broken bones happen, deaths happen. And for what? A moment. Because once mating is over, it's over. No bonding, no partnership, no shared responsibility. If you're a female, you're on your own again. Building a nest, carrying young, hiding constantly while vulnerable. If you're a male, you leave. Either way, the next generation gets no advantage from your survival. Your children won't inherit your experience. They won't learn from your mistakes. They'll be blind, hairless, alone, just like you were. You don't notice aging all at once. It creeps in. A jump that used to feel automatic now requires thought. A landing that used to be silent now ends with a scramble. You recover, but slower. Your joints ache after cold nights. Your grip slips when bark is wet. Your reflexes hesitate just long enough to matter. You compensate, and you choose safer routes, shorter jumps, familiar paths. But safety is an illusion because predators learn patterns. Hawks notice repetition. Cats memorize schedules. Cars don't care either way, and you're tired. Not sleepy tired. Bone tired. The kind that makes you pause longer than you should. One day you hesitate, just for a second. The branch is the same one you've jumped 100 times before. The distance hasn't changed. The angle hasn't changed. You have. Your muscles don't fire instantly. Your balance lags. You land awkwardly, not falling, but not clean either. Your heart races. That was close. Too close. From then on, doubt follows you everywhere. Every jump feels riskier. Every escape feels narrower. You start choosing trees with fewer options because thinking hurts. Predators sense it. They always do. There's no final battle, no dramatic stand. Most squirrels die quietly, stupidly, and alone. A misjudged leap, a slick branch after rain, a road crossed 1 second too late. Sometimes you don't even see it coming. One moment you're moving, the next you're not. And the world doesn't pause. Your territory gets occupied within days. Your forgotten food feeds someone else. Your nest collapses or gets reused. Nothing marks your passing. Somewhere above, a nest shakes in the wind. A blind baby screams, and nothing changes.